Watching this golf tournament as a kid was my first memory of professional golf and the first tournament that I'd ever been to. So just to be able to hold the trophy, after seeing that and having that be one of the big moments in my golfing career, and looking up at the trophy and seeing some of the names that were on there was just incredible. It gave me a lot of confidence for the next 4 or 5 years to keep trying to get better.
I'd lost in 2 playoffs. I'd had a really hard time putting 3 good rounds of golf together, and it was kind of eating away at me. I was a little bit frustrated, and I didn't know what I needed to do differently. But being able to put together 3 rounds last year really was just a huge boost of confidence and gave me a lot of belief in my ability and what I'm capable of doing going forward.
Occasionally, a club pro here will remind me of it, or one of my coaches, but no, it's definitely really cool. It'll be something that when I'm older I can look back on and be proud of. For me, and that I realized I could compete with all these other guys, and if I play well, I have the game to compete and potentially win.
It's always been one I really wanted to win. I remember when I was younger looking in the paper and seeing guys coming out here and winning and being like, I want to be that one day. And to be able to put my name alongside a lot of those guys' names, really, it's something special to me, and I'm just very thankful that I was able to do it.
It's definitely up there. It's one I look forward to every year. One of the biggest events in Virginia, and being in Independence this year is awesome. I'll get to sleep in my own bed, which will be nice. But yeah, no, it's definitely one I look forward to every year. You get a lot of really good players, and the courses are always in really good shape. The fields are always good, and it's a lot of fun.
Essentially the best players in the state. So if you're able to win this event, you are the best player in the state of Virginia, which is pretty cool. I love this golf tournament. I love this golf course. Obviously, I've been here and had some success here. So I will always play in it as long as they'll let me. As long as I qualify, I will play in it every year that I can, for sure.
You hear that? Lurking in the dark? Something's coming. It's just around the corner. Halloween haunt, and at King's Dominion, they go all out for a good. Tens of thousands of visitors flock to the theme park in Doswell this time of year to enjoy the haunted mazes, scare zones, and shows. So, we wanted to see how much work goes into making it happen. A lot.
Constantly thinking up new ideas, pulling in resources, designing the new attractions and the costuming and even the makeup all year round. It's a big process and takes months.
Keep your eyes shut for me.
To get all the characters ready, the day starts in the makeup and costume room. Amanda Blake is the area supervisor for the makeup department and says her artists take an hour and 15 minutes to set up their tables and then get right at it.
It gets wild in here. We have about 300 monsters per night. Every makeup artist does about 10 makeups or more, and we have to get them done in 15 minutes.
And it's during that time the monsters are preparing themselves for terror mode.
Can you give me a line that what you would say typically?
Don't trust the doctors. They lie.
Oh, I changed my voice and I do a fun laugh. I would be like, oh my God, are you afraid of clowns? Why are you afraid of clowns? Ah!
And when Nathan Franklin, who resides in Richmond,
that's good.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Turns into Tiny the stilt-walking clown, he's downright creepy. For those who work at King's Dominion's Halloween haunt, the reasons they're here are more than obviously their love of Halloween.
It's a really fun job. You get paid to scare people.
So who you gonna make me? You gonna make me a vampire?
Mm-hmm.
I had to find out myself to see if this was true.
Am I gonna be like the Vampire Diaries vampire?
No, you're gonna be creepy.
Okay, all right, well, let's do it.
So,
Guys, 1, 2, 3.
I went undercover and turned
All finished.
into this.
You're all finished and looking spooky. Are you ready to go scare some people?
Then after getting into wardrobe, I met with Amelia, the mother of vampires.
Oh, dearie, I hear you're going to join the family tonight.
Who coached me on how to scare the guests and to always keep one thing in mind while doing so.
You're a vampire. You want their blood. Or you want them to join the family. So that is your end goal. However you go about that, that's up to you and your character.
Now, it was time to put my lesson into use.
Hey! Hey! Hey, man!
Hi! Holy cow!
Hi! Melania! Melania! I'm so thirsty. I'm so thirsty.
Oh, look at that.
Look at the nutcrackers, too.
A peek out into a winter wonderland, lighting up this Midlothian parking lot.
Oh, he said you're on the nice list, Bob.
A holiday tradition
Oh my God.
that brings kids of all ages
Look, it's Santa.
joy and wonder.
Everett, what do you want for Christmas?
A lot of toys. A lot of toys.
4-year-old Everett Keller has been looking forward to this for quite some time.
I mean, he's been excited for Christmas since, Halloween.
Did you do it?
His parents, Danielle and Seth, and sister Avery, equally joyful to be here.
Good job, Baby Grace. It's great to have something to kind of smile and thank you, and just relax and have fun and kind of forget about some of the more serious things that he is going through, that we're all going through.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Same to you.
It was September 2019 when Everett and his family first found out he had ALL leukemia, a form of blood and bone marrow cancer.
So it's been a, kind of a long journey of, surgical procedures, chemotherapy, a bunch of different drugs, steroids.
It's been intensified because we don't have family that's in the area. And then obviously when he was diagnosed, it was a completely different world. There wasn't what we're going through now. So once that happened, it made it even kind of more isolated. We just don't have many things that we can do, and the things that we can do, we've done so many times that it's pretty monotonous.
This drive-through tacky light tour, put on by Ask Childhood Cancer Foundation. Since every family they support has an immunocompromised child, this was designed to make families feel special and safe, meeting Santa and getting gifts for the entire family without leaving the car.
It's great to just be able to have that kind of support from an organization that really understands it, not only from the patient's perspective, but from the parent's perspective as well.
To make this wonderful event as festive as possible, and as a part of our CBS 6 month of giving, we partner with the North Chesterfield Home Depot to donate some of these inflatables here for this event.
You've been a good boy. You've been a good
He has been a good boy. He has been a good boy.
This Christmas will look much different for the Kellers. Everett's end of treatment date, December 20th.
We're gonna turn on the radio and we're gonna go see some Christmas lights, Bob. What do you think? It's nice to not have to be so regimented on certain things and to maybe let him relax a little bit. Hopefully he starts to feel a little better. He's young and can't vocalize how he feels, but we can kind of tell in some of the behaviors, so hopefully it'll just be a relaxed, enjoyable holiday season.
The Keller's just one of 130 families who signed up for the Ask Holiday Party. So many more are spending the holidays with childhood cancer as a part of it.
I think he has a question for you, too.
Yeah, Bob. What you got?
What's up, buddy?
Oh.
Knowing what they know, the Kellers shared this message that reaches beyond the holiday season.
Yes, it's difficult. Yes, it's a long road, but if you keep putting one foot in front of the other, you can get to the end, right? And if you can keep focusing on, the positive things every day and the little things that are, can still bring joy to you, that's really the key to it.
Jake Burns, CBS 6 News.
On any given evening, out in the Hanover wilderness, almost to where cell service will not reach, you can hear the rhythmic beats of a national champion toiling to improve in his chosen sport.
Well, if you listen, you don't hear much. It's a good place to concentrate and focus on practicing and getting better. And you can't beat the scenery.
On the edge of a field owned by a family friend, Andrew Sargent has made himself a crude and secluded spot for his TimberSports practice and for working out any aggression.
There's nothing like, taking a 7-8 pound axe and just swinging as hard as you can into a piece of wood.
His location makes it easy to focus and to gather new pieces of wood once he has laid waste to the previous log. As a student at Lee Davis, Sargent played all three of the more traditional sports, excelling in baseball as a first baseman. When he left for college at West Virginia, he walked on to the Mountaineers baseball team, but his stay did not last, admittedly, due to some personality conflicts within the program.
Eventually, baseball got more aggravating than it was fun for me.
So the wood science and technology major got turned on to TimberSports, where competitors are timed on how fast they can get through various pieces of wood. After 2 informal tryouts with a professional, Sargent was encouraged to swing a different kind of stick.
And then when I came home for Christmas, I told everybody I was chopping wood, and they were like, "Are you crazy? Why are you doing that? What is that? I've never heard of that."
All of his friends and family now know exactly what TimberSports are.
Andrew Sargent.
Andrew went to the collegiate championships all 4 years he was at West Virginia, never placing lower than 3rd, but never winning until this past spring.
First year I came in 3rd. I was just happy to be there. I didn't know what was going on, but it was a cool experience. Yeah, it's gut-wrenching to get so close and then just let it, and just not get there. You're almost at the top of the mountain, and then all of a sudden you just fall right back down. Well, this year it all clicked, and the feeling of finally getting the weight off your shoulders of, man, I should have won this the last 3 years.
Sargent now gets a spot on the national team for the World Relay Championships held in the Czech Republic in November, and will be finishing his degree in the next few months as well. He has many friends from high school and college who stuck with baseball and are now playing professionally. Every once in a while, he catches himself wondering what might have happened had he not switched sports.
I played with some guys who got signed to play in the major league, and they're making a lot of money. But now, I'm not saying that would ever happen for me, but that would have been pretty cool. It's not the number one thing. The friends I've made are worth the baseball contract that I didn't get or didn't try to get. I've had enough fun to be satisfied and not look back and regret.